Hello, everybody. It's me, Zion. It's been a minute, but honestly, I had to live a little bit and experience life a little bit and then enjoy all God's blessings and also learn from my own mistakes. But I had a word that I needed to just talk about because I had a fantastic day, which was filled with very inspiring conversations and conversations which allowed people to reflect and grow and elevate to the next level in their own life and the own revolution and the own self-love, because I think sometimes we get into situations that seem perfect on the surface, and sometimes we don't realize that we need to reflect within ourselves and realize that there's something in us that allows us to be in situations that are sometimes toxic, and we attract that toxic nature within other people because there's something within ourselves that we need to work on. And I had one of my beautiful friends, which I will not mention, but she just went through a very traumatic situation. And honestly, I feel like sometimes we put ourselves in those situations without actually being self aware, especially when you see the red flags that are literally in your face. But it's because we're all human. We're all seeking something outside ourselves to fulfill what's missing within ourselves, without actually taking the time to love on ourselves and let that be reflected in our circle of people and our friends and our relationships. The relationship that you have with yourself is so important. And I had to learn that many of times, because sometimes I was seeking somebody to fulfill me, somebody to add something into my life, without understanding that I need to come full circle within who I am as a person. My personal life, my professional life, I need to come full circle in that kind of mentality of like nobody fulfills me besides me. Nobody completes me besides me, instead of seeking somebody who would come into my life and think they made me, but they did not. And I also want to talk about giving people so much power and how we operate and how we move around in this world. Sometimes we give away so easily and don't realize that they don't actually define us. They don't actually have nothing of value besides projecting their own negativity and their own insecurities in our lives. Instead of focusing on them, let's focus on our own personal journey in this world and the evolution of who we are as human beings, and be present in every moment that's happening, and just love on everything that's happening. Even when you're going through a lot of shit, always remind yourself that you are worthy of more. And everything that you're going through is nothing more than a stepping stone to the greatness of who you are. And always know that nobody, and I mean nobody, completes you besides you. Nobody loves you more than you love you. Whoever comes into your life adds a little bit, but the thing is, they don't actually complete you. You complete you. And another thing I want to talk about, because I just don't like when people who are extremely negative, try to bring down people who are out here elevating, who are out here bringing nothing but positivity. And if you're one of those people who have dealt with nothing but negative individuals who have nothing to do, literally nothing to do in their life, besides try to bring you down to the level of stupidity and patheticness, always remind yourself that you are greater than that. And every situation, and especially negativity that's thrown your way, has nothing to do with you. Literally, that's a business that you were not invested in at all. All that negativity that's based on other people coming into your life trying to bring you down, that is none of your business at all. When people are out here hating on you, why would you even give that any time or mind? And I've been there. When I tell you, I've been there where I entertain people's negativity, and somebody's negativity has nothing to do with me at all. Somebody hating on me, somebody talking badly about me, without knowing my truth, without knowing my journey, without knowing my life, has nothing of value. So when we give people so much power over us and feel like we need to defend that, oh my God, it is one of the most pointless situations, pointless actions completely, because I've been there when I literally had to defend my reputation and defend who I am to people who mean nothing, to people who add no value to my life, to people who don't know me. And so when we have to navigate in this world, we will always deal with negative motherfuckers who want to bring you down to their level. Keep on pushing forward. Oh my God, push on forward. Remind yourself where you have come and where you're going. And remind yourself who they are to you. Most of these people who bring nothing but negativity to your life mean nothing. They really mean nothing. But sometimes we're all human. Sometimes they do affect us in some kind of way. And when you are affected by that kind of negativity, take a little minute to like sit back a little bit. Take it all in. Take it all in. Have a little moment where you're like, you know what? I feel some kind of way. But at the same time, remind yourself that you are greater than that bullshit. Like, you're greater than anyone trying to bring you down. Nobody can ever make you feel less than anybody. Like, nobody in this world has that kind of power over you besides you. So when you're dealing with people who mean nothing, who add nothing, who don't know your truth, who don't know your journey, always remind yourself that you are greater than that shit. Like, oh my gosh, like, there's one individual who I adore to pieces, and he is like such a beautiful person inside and out, and he just he brings nothing but positivity. And when you see somebody else trying to bring him down, I am shattered to pieces, because I do not like when people do that and feel like it's necessary for them to bring somebody down to their level. But I always encourage people to push on forward, because we've all been there. We've all been when people think they see us and try to box us in little boxes without actually getting to know us. And even when you speak up, they try to diminish you. And that kind of negativity has nothing to do with you. It sucks, but you adjust and you move forward. And you know yourself far much better than that person that does not mean nothing to you whatsoever. So I just had to come on here and speak on that and encourage people to love on themselves, know your value, and stand your ground, but merely just know your value. Like, you are important. Fuck the negativity, fuck the voices outside this little bubble of yours. Focus on you and your evolution. And yeah, I wish you nothing but a blessed day, everybody, and a blessed night. But overall, just stay centered in who you are. And be honest with yourself. Sometimes, we are not the most perfect individuals ever. We're not. Sometimes we are flawed. Sometimes we are toxic. But we have to be honest with ourselves, and we redirect that energy and bury that individual and that version of who we are, to be able to be present, to be able to be positive, to be able to love on ourselves, to be able to move forward in this world and move around and just encourage others to love on themselves as well, because self-love is so important. And yeah, I love you guys. Much love.